Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video we will know about Ultima vs Empire Army. Spoilers ahead, so watch out. Subscribe the channel for more videos. So, let's start the video. When Major General Faraga has such a realization and was about to order a concentrated attack. Hey, do you not serve even tea to a guest here? I was thirsty though. A beautiful girl with long bluish-purple hair styled as a ponytail had sat on his eyed seat before anyone can noticed. She wore a military uniform, making her appearance unbefitting of her age. Where did she come from? No, there's something other than that. Who the hell are you? Hearing Faraga inquire for the girl's identity, his subordinates turn around and notice the girl. They didn't detect any abnormality inside the ship, and yet, that girl was there like it was natural. Who I am, you said. My name is Ultima. I came today to ask about various things. You guys are going to die soon, right? Therefore, before it happens I want you guys to teach me about various things. The girl said such words with an innocent smile on her face. But, Faraga was familiar with the very indescribable feelings he felt from the girl. If you want to compare it, right, it's like when he was facing the high-ranking people with absolute strength of the Emperor Imperial Guards. No, any more than this was imprudent. No way, did I feel fear from such a girl. However, it's a fact that this girl was an abnormal existence as she invaded the ship by herself. Major General Faraga pulled out his military sword and took a stand against the girl. Faraga had quite the amount of confidence in his swordsmanship. He was confident that he wouldn't lost even against an active A-rank adventurer. The air around Faraga changed, an invisible thread of tension formed between him and the girl. What do you want to ask? Faraga asked the girl. That girl, Ultima, nods joyfully. The structure of this ship and how to operate it. The war potential in the Empire. Are there any strong individuals? Everything excluding the current attacking corps. Well, amongst other things. You don't need to worry. Because even if you don't talk I can steal your knowledge on my own. Weil declared so brazenly. You are an unfortunate fool. The one in front of you is one of such strong individual. Faraga immediately swung down his sword that he raised overhead, aiming at the chance when Ultima was talking. A sword skill he often taught his subordinate, a sword slash at the level of a master. A sure kill strike, not even a devil could avoid it and would be bisected. Then, I will ask, starting with you. He heard a voice from behind. Far from cutting Ultima, who should have sat on the chair, Faraga's sure kill strike couldn't touch her at all as it cut empty air. And, the impossible thing was the one who should have sat on the chair in front him has moved to his rear before he realized. What? When Faraga turned around in a panic, a round mass of something came flying. Splat! It hit the wall, leaving behind a stain. One of the magicians who lost his head had his body collapsed onto the floor, convulsing as if it's still alive. It's not such a big deal. Here comes more. So she said. Ultima keep repeating the act of plucking off heads and then throw it away after touching it for several seconds. The bridge was transformed into hell, died with screams and terror. All hands, use magic canceller. Aim and concentrate it on the demon in front of you. Magicians who fell into panic in terror regained their sanity because Faraga's words. Everyone who carrying magic canceller radiated it towards Ultima in panic. Oh, is this thing magic canceller? That new weapon, right? That's said to have a tremendous effect on all kind of monster. But, is there any meaning of doing this? Ultima muttered a question while tilting her head. Lovely. Haha, you're done now, bitch. Don't think you can get away by bluffing. Faraga regained his composure and sent a signal to his subordinate. The soldiers pull out their guns simultaneously and aimed it towards Ultima. Against demons, use the annihilation bullet. She is the worst archdemon class. Don't let your guard down. The soldiers replaced their bullet as Faraga ordered while the enemy's movement was sealed by magic canceller. But, I don't really understand. This thing used theory of disturbing the magic essence and obstructing its existence, isn't it? The effect become big towards a being whose body is composed of magic essence, right? But you know, towards people like me who has received a physical body, isn't this thing meaningless? In addition, this thing may work against low-rank demon, but it's meaningless against high-rank being, you know. Because for us magic occurs naturally when we think about it, just like how it's natural for you guys to breathe. Like so. Simultaneously when she said so, Ultima's figure disappeared and one of the soldiers lost his head. She moved instantly and shown how she murdered a soldier. So, I merely moved and a person's head was sent flying. In your way of speaking, I moved exceeding the speed of sound right. But, why were there no shockwaves? Because this movement is magic. And then, she lightly shook her wrist and it seemed to be blurred for a moment after. Immediately following was, bam! Together with the impact sound, a soldier's head exploded. This way, according to the physics law, I can even send out the shock wave like so. Faraga's mind was finally able to comprehend Ultima's words. She explained with such mysterious feeling as if she speak foreign words of a country far away. His instinct refused to understand. Archdemon, is this what they're really like? Thinking based on his ability, even if he couldn't win against an Archdemon, he thought he could at least stall for time. If there were several people with his abilities, then it's not an unbeatable enemy. But, there was no chance of victory even if he struggled so hard against the girl in front of him. Hi, monster. The soldiers and magicians were falling into a complete panic state. Because there stood an existence that embodied death itself, it could be said that the reaction was natural. Well then, now, I shall resume the questioning. That was the last words those people who fell into terror heard, the voice of a girl who said it cheerfully. Several minutes later, Ultima, who had stole all their knowledge, left the bridge satisfied. She was an intelligence officer, it was her duty to take the information back. She thought that the results were satisfactory, but it was judged by her, but by her superior. And then, when she was about to jump out from the ship, "Oh, right, we're permitted to use our full strength," she muttered so as she remembered about it and invoked one magic. Immediately after Ultima had jumped, the magic was activated and the ship was engulfed in a fireball. It was a type of nuclear strike magic, nuclear flame of destruction, that completely leaving no trace behind. The fireball swelled up greatly and it caused an explosion. With a flame of super high temperature as the first wave of damage and the shock waves of the explosion that followed was the second wave. The ship exploded and scattered at all direction due to the flames. The ship's body became shrapnel that penetrate nearby ships. The shrapnel flew at beyond supersonic speed, increasing the damage inflicted. A large disaster occurred in the air, but the damage calculated towards the member of RIMURU was 0. Well, as some people couldn't achieve their assignment, there would be some people who suffered indirect damage later though. Such a thing was not something that had nothing to do with Ultima. Due to this large explosion, the battle was set. The Empire Air Force, which wasn't able to push forward advantageously since the start of the battle, was defeated with the shameful record of having all their ships sunk by the enemy. That's it for this video. Subscribe the channel for more video. Meet you on next video.